I think with these fires burning right now, of course, everyone is watching our air with their little kids, with family, elderly, just keeping an eye on that.
Yeah, the smoke has been so bad from these fires, even a great distance away from them. Masks are flying off store shelves and people are just wanting to breathe easy.
Right.
Unfortunately, that's not able to be done in many cases. These fires have just been exploding. We have two major areas. One where there's two fires very close to each other, that's in Thousand Oaks, but I'll take you to the north first, and you can see all that smoke coming out of the campfire, which is near what used to be Paradise. Paradise nearly gone right now, as well as the Conco community over here. The fire has been pushing down early this morning. Winds were pushing it down to the southwest, getting it closer to Chico on this side of that red fire boundary. Through the meantime right now and through this evening, winds are light. The fire's creating winds of its own, which are stronger, but in general, the area winds are now pushing it back up to the north side of this. And as we go later through the overnight again, those winds will shift once again and get really windy by the time we get to this weekend. That's when there's going to be another red flag warning for that area. And I've got satellite detection here coming in right now for the Hill Fire and for the Woolsey Fire. It just takes a minute to process all this data, which is why it's now appeared. But in red here, this is satellite detection of the latest hot spots from this fire, so you can kind of track where this fire has moved. The Woolsey Fire starting out here north of the highway and then moving toward the sea in the last 6 hours here, as indicated in red. And that had an explosive fire growth whenever you see so much red. I mean, the Hill Fire over here is outlined there on the other side of Thousand Oaks, but has had far fewer hits from the MODIS satellite detecting the latest fire conditions from it. But just look at that plume of smoke as it moves out to sea. Those winds will continue to push it out that way, which is why smoke is not as bad in the LA area as it is up here to the north, creating very, very tough conditions for breathing the air all the way through the Bay Area and through the coastal regions of Northern California. Here in Fresno, we do have some of that smoke, but it is light compared to other places. We did see a high today of 73 degrees. The average is 68 and getting cooler. So it is yet another warm day. We're running a couple weeks behind as far as what our current temperatures are for daytime highs compared to averages for this time of year. Satellite and radar, this is showing the cloud satellite, so it's more infrared picture. Smoke is a different temperature, which is why you use different satellite settings to visualize different things in the atmosphere. And there are very few clouds out there compared to smoke. We are still under high pressure and getting these clear skies in such dry conditions because of that. We will see more clouds filter in this way by the time we get to the weekend and the week from now, and then a week to 10 days from now, we get our first good chance of precipitation. That's at least what the long-term models are suggesting. However, they've suggested that for the past couple weeks, so we will just have to cross our fingers and hope for that. Down into the low 40s tonight here in Fresno, 37 in Madera, down to 31 in Oakhurst, and 20 for an overnight low at Shaver Lake. So things are cooling down, especially in higher mountain areas, but just as dry. 42 tonight here in Fresno, 72 for our high for tomorrow. And we do have a holiday weekend coming up. It does look nice. 72 degrees for tomorrow, 71 on Sunday. We've got a parade for Veterans Day coming up on Monday, which will be just a little bit warmer. Partly cloudy conditions Tuesday and Wednesday for just probably a day on the low side of partly cloudy slash mostly clear, I should put in there. But you see the trend there with temperatures staying put very, very close to a few degrees above our average through the week this week and the week ahead. We will finally see some change coming the week after this.
Perfect, Dustin. Thank you so much. I know these fires are rapidly developing. We always have more on our website, of course, and we do have some updates right now on the campfire in Northern California. I believe we have some live pictures. 9 people now confirmed dead. That fire has jumped to 90,000 acres and more than 6,000 structures have been destroyed. You can always find the latest online at yourcentralvalley.com. That is just terrible to hear and look at.